we've got something crazy going on. I mean, it's just a constant battle back and forth between the United States government and the people of America. And that is only, of course, when it comes to the topic that there is of the Jeffrey Epstein files. We want them released. We want the names out. We want the truth. We want to know what's going on, right, Sheryl Crow? That's what I'm talking about. Sheryl wants the Epstein list released tomorrow.
What are we doing?
And so now, with all of the pushback of the names that we already have, like it's obvious that we know of the list of people and that are involved due to the advancement of the list and lawyers and Marjorie Taylor Greene and the victims and their stories and coming out. And what would seemingly be a win in this case, we now have news from a hop, skip, jump across the pond with our good pal and one of the great friends of the late Jeffrey Epstein and his wonderful companion, Ghislaine Maxwell. Mr. Prince Andrew is in the news. Let's see how life's been for Prince Andrew since Epstein allegedly unalived himself. Let's take a look.
Announcement from Buckingham Palace late today. Prince Andrew soon no longer a prince. King Charles taking action against his younger brother in the wake of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
What?
James Longman standing by in London.
Prince Andrew will no longer be a prince.
What are we
The
doing?
extraordinary announcement tonight from Buckingham Palace, pushed out of the royal family over his ties to the late convicted sex predator Jeffrey Epstein. King Charles stripping his brother of all his titles. He will effectively no longer be royal.
Do you understand how difficult of a task it is to be kicked out of? Now, if you ask Meghan Markle, it's probably fairly easy, just a couple racial slurs, and you're hop, skip, jump right over to America for the rest of your life with your prince husband. But when it comes to those within the immediate family and those who have been in line for, I don't know, presumably their whole life, could you imagine what heinous and horrid things must have had to have happened on Jeffrey Epstein's island for his Prince Andrew's family to strip him of his prince, his title? He's no longer a prince, no more security, no more house, no more nothing. Shame on you. Walk in the streets. It's a walk of shame.
What are we doing?
I mean, folks, these people over in England, I mean, the royal family, they will do anything to keep the power. It's a Game of Thrones hierarchy of a situation. There's no outside of the family. Like, it has been these people for as long as we can remember. And now in 2025, we're stripping one of them of their official. Do you know how embarrassing that must be? Prince Andrew now has to go get a job as a toll booth operator.
What are we doing?
The only thing that this man is qualified to do is stand there and take your dollar bills as you pass through the toll on the New England highway. Long live the king.
What are we doing?
Isn't that what they say? I don't know. So at the end of the day, they stripped the man of his titles due to his relationship with Mr. Epstein.
That has not happened in more than a century.
Wow.
He's also being kicked out of his royal residence.
Ow,
it's a scandal
get the fuck
palace
out.
has not been able to shake.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew?
Just this week, the king heckled over
Hey,
it.
you covered
Late
up
today,
for
the palace
Epstein.
releasing a
That's
3-paragraph
hilarious.
statement saying the king initiated a formal process
Wow.
to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew, adding the prince will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
You know how embarrassing, double embarrassing now that the King Charles has to get, they give him a new name. Like, you don't even get the name. This is your new bitch ass poor motherfucker name.
What are we doing?
Everyone will know the name Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is a fucking loser.
What are we doing?
Whoa, dude. Talk about some power. Over there, hey, whoop, power.
The palace saying formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease on Royal Lodge,
give
where
us the
Andrew has lived for more than
keys.
20 years. The palace statement ending, these censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against
Wow.
him. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the
Incredible.
victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. Andrew once hosted Epstein, Harvey Weinstein and Ghislaine Maxwell at that sprawling 30-bedroom mansion, seen here at an 18th birthday party for Andrew's daughter Beatrice.
What, dude? He had Epstein. It's bad enough Andrews was on the island. They Uno reversed it and took him to the royal palace?
What are we doing?
Wow, that's powerful. Look, and I mean, just standing there. Oh, wow.
The Epstein scandal raging for years, with Virginia Jeffrey alleging Epstein trafficked
she
her for
is.
sex with Andrew.
He knows exactly what he's done.
A claim he
Rest in
denies.
peace.
I have no recollection of ever meeting.
Oh, this was hilarious, folks. This was absolute. Just this right here. This is one of the most hilarious things because naturally, all the people on the list, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Elon Musk, David Copperfield, Donald Trump, all the people that are allegedly on the Epstein list are doing the same thing. I don't remember. I never knew Epstein. He was kind of a gross guy. We were never friends. He invited me on his plane once and I never went.
What are we doing?
That's the excuse, right? So this reporter asks him about Epstein and then she pulls out a picture. She pulls out a picture in 4K. Cheryl Crow, what do you think of that? I love it too. Look at this. Look, watch, Cheryl, watch.
This, the notorious photo, the soon-to-be former prince with Jeffrey at Maxwell's home, presented to him in this infamous 2019 interview, which backfired
Yeah, I don't know. It's
spectacularly.
She was
it's
very
photoshopped.
specific about that night.
Must be
She
photoshopped.
described dancing with
Must
you,
be.
and you
Nope.
profusely sweating.
Nope.
And that she went
Hey,
on to have
listen to this.
bath, possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating.
Couldn't be me.
Because
Nope.
I
What'd you say, 2019?
have a
Yep.
peculiar medical condition,
Yep.
which is that I
Call my
don't
doctor.
sweat, or I didn't sweat
That's
at
right.
the time.
Andrew claimed that
That's right.
photo was fake.
It's a fake
Jeffrey
Photoshop.
ended her life in April.
That's a
and
shame.
Her recent memoir refocused
Rest in
attention
peace,
on
good.
the case. In a statement tonight, her family saying, today, an ordinary American girl from an ordinary American family brought down a British prince with her
Oppressed,
truth
crazy.
and extraordinary
That's
courage.
insane.
Adding, today, she declares victory. We, her family, along with her survivor sisters, continue Virginia's battle.
Can we just talk about his excuse for a
What are we
minute?
doing?
Can we just talk about? I mean, and you know, Prince, they would have a doctor on speed dial to confirm that from the year 2017 to 2020, Prince Andrew had a very serious, very rare, one-of-one medical condition that no one else on the planet had that prevented his body from producing sweat anywhere from his forehead down to his torso, and basically the alleged victim, she says he was sweating profusely at Epstein's party while dancing with her. Couldn't have been me, bitch. I don't sweat. At least at that time in that year, I'm probably sweating right now a little bit. But back in like 2019, 2017, whenever you said it was, I don't even remember. Who gives a shit? I didn't sweat. You can call my doctor and he'll confirm. He can look at my chart history that year, that gap, that little year of a gap, those 3 years. I had some weird, it was like a tick. I was hunting in Pennsylvania. I got some weird Lyme disease. I got bit by a tick. Would you believe it? I got bit by a tick and I didn't sweat for 3 years. It's crazy.
What are we doing?
So naturally, folks, I mean, you can only assume one thing. If all of this have yet to be confirmed because the Donald Trump administration will not officially release the Epstein files, then it can only mean one thing, that the royal family of England knows something that we don't, knows what's actually in the files, and wholeheartedly believes that the files exist, Prince Andrew's in them, and everything that we have speculated and heard about the Epstein files, the island, the plane, the people, RFK Jr., Donald Trump, the presidents, the magician, David Copperfield, it all leads back to Jeffrey Epstein.
What are we doing?
And so if the royal family of England can go as far as stripping Prince Andrew's titles, take his house away, the keys, the lease, they're changing his name. He's no longer associated with any of us, the royal family. He doesn't have the name. Get him out. Get him a job at McDonald's. Get him a job at the toll booth. I don't know. Maybe he can volunteer down to the local library. But other than that, his life, his time as a royal, you're out, bud. You're exiled. You're done.
What are we doing?
So if it is so easy and it is so like that is not something that just comes lightly. So when you see something like this happen, it makes you kind of wonder, what's going on then, do you think? Is the rest of the, where's the, give us the damn file!
What are we doing?
I mean, but we don't even need them because at the end of the day, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we know what it is. We know who's in the files. We know who's not in the file. We know everything about the files already. I mean, come on, folks. It's just blatantly obvious at this point that we're just doing our hardest to cover up for some people who may or may not be allegedly in the current administration or their friends or family or just all of the above.
What are we doing?